This is a study on Facebook, its pros and cons to the writing skills of English language learners. I am Joy H. Camposano, currently enrolled at Sorsogon State University, School of Graduate Studies in a degree program Doctor of Philosophy in Language Education. I am also presently teaching at Casiguran Technical Vocational School. Co-author and advisor, Cheryl A. Hilbas, PhD, Professor 5. Let me begin with the locale of my study. Casiguran Technical Vocational School is located at Aduvis, Casiguran, Sorsogon. The introduction. Writing is a skill that enables us to compose and organize ideas, to convey and interpret meaning. This skill is important for the students to relay messages and be understood. By having the ability to write in English, students can transform messages or ideas to the reader across the globe. Brown, 2007. Having an ability to write in English is an indispensable skill for language learners. Therefore, equipping students with English writing skill is highly needed to assist them to be more competitive with their writing abilities. Nigel Farb in 2005 states that the ability to speak or write by constructing the complex objects, which are sentences, is something that only humans can do. Other animals can communicate, but sentence structure is beyond them. The research interest in Facebook is growing due to its increasing popularity and the possibilities it gives teachers and students to share information and learn from each other. Facebook remains the most popular social network, accounting for 71% of internet users, Balakrishnan and Lay in 2016. Meanwhile, the Facebook nowadays have a growing body of research exploring the potential benefits for educational purposes. Integrating information and communication technology into education has become an urgent necessity in this fast-changing world, as a resort also for continuous learning in the pandemic. Based from the recent studies on Facebook, there are great potentials to enhance the outcomes of the educational process many areas. The research objectives. This study aimed to determine the use of Facebook, its pros and cons to the writing skills of English language learners in Casiguran Technical Vocational School. Specifically, it sought answers to the following: the reasons why English language learners or ELLs use Facebook, the effect of Facebook in the writing skills of the senior high school students in terms of sentence structure, and the pros and cons of social media to the writing skills of English language learners. The methodology. This study utilized a descriptive qualitative study design. Descriptive qualitative methodology provides tools for researchers to study complex phenomena within their contexts. The researcher created a Facebook group to identify the effect of Facebook in the writing skills of students in their Facebook statuses. This study focused on the pros and cons of Facebook in relation with language learning, particularly English language learners. The topic is delimited only on effects of Facebook in terms of English sentence structure, construction, which is the arrangement of words, phrases, and clauses in a sentence. The present study did not include the types of sentence structures and grammatical errors. The participants of this study were 5 students from the Senior High School Department of Casiguran Technical Vocational School. Purposive sampling and qualitative research was used. The participants were the students of the researcher and, at the same time, a friend on Facebook that has a knowledge, interest, and background of the English language which is needed in this study. The participants' writing skills were observed through their Facebook posts, gathered through screenshots, and the participants was interviewed through a semi-structured interview schedule using the Facebook Messenger app. Thematic interpretation was used by the researcher in analyzing and coding of the data. The results and discussion. The reasons why English language learners use Facebook. Facebook can be literally defined as a website which allows users who sign up for free profiles to connect with friends, work colleagues, or people they don't know online. It allows users to share pictures, music, videos, and articles as well as their own thoughts and opinions with however many people they like. However, in the context of language learning, as the participants were interviewed as English language learners, Facebook was defined as follows. Based from the responses of the participants, the reasons why they use Facebook is that it is a social platform where the language learners communicate with the world. It brings out the positive attitudes such as motivation and self-confidence in learning the English language and able learners to express their feelings in English language. Students learn because they are motivated. Students who are Facebook users are motivated to apply new knowledge to real life as the activities in Facebook are relevant to their everyday activities. This is in conformity with the findings that social media such as Facebook are an excellent method of knowledge transfer and an application where improvement in their vocabulary and sentence structure are possible. Faryadi in 2017 in his study on the effectiveness of Facebook in English language learning, it was found out that motivating the learners to learn and continue learning the English language is one of the effects of Facebook in English language learning. Observations by the researcher indicated that learners were very satisfied with Facebook and gained confidence as English language learners. The effect of Facebook in the writing skills of students in terms of English sentence and structure. According to Nordquist in 2019, the definition of a sentence structure is the arrangement of words, phrases, and clauses in a sentence. Further, he stated that people are probably not as aware of sentence structure as they are of sounds and words, because sentence structure is abstract in a way that sounds and words are not. At the same time, sentence structure is a central aspect of every sentence. Based from the Writing Center of Walden University's Center of Academic Excellence, English sentence structure should have the following. A new sentence begins with a capital letter. A sentence ends with punctuation, a period, a question mark, or an exclamation point. A sentence contains a subject that is only given once. A sentence contains a verb or a verb phrase. A sentence follows subject, verb, object, word order, and a sentence must have a complete idea that stands alone, also called an independent clause. Facebook as a social networking site is almost second nature to many teens. Social networking websites allow young people to experiment with who they are. They are popular because teens can find their own uninhibited voice online which they can share with friends. Some teens feel they can express themselves easier online when compared to the real world because perhaps they feel the virtual world is more secure. Expressing themselves through writing uses the English language is also evident. The Facebook posts then of the participants were monitored and analyzed. From the random Facebook posts of the participants, it was observed that the language used in English is English. Facebook serves as a platform for teens to post interesting information using the English language. Facebook also provides opportunity for students to assess others' writings and enhance their grammar, structure, content, and vocabulary. Facebook is one of the most popular social networking sites which allow users to post information and chat with each other. When students use Facebook as a tool for their study by spending time browsing profiles, meeting new people, and exploring relationships using English language, they have greater opportunities to collaborate with a large number of people worldwide and learn the target language. When students receive comments and suggestions, they can use the information given to improve their language skills. Thus, online peer assessment enables students to enhance and refine their grammar skills through social interactions in a virtual environment. However, errors concerning punctuations and arrangement order of words are present. This may be brought by lack of awareness among the students in using the punctuations properly and ability to arrange their thoughts before they put it into words. According to a study conducted by Atika Puspari and Iwan Romado in 2011, entitled Grammatical Errors Made by Facebook Users, researchers found out that there were 76 or 39.6% incorrect sentences out of 192 or 60.4% sentences made by the students. The four kinds of errors which made by the students in posting their English statuses were omission of errors or 30.2% out of 10 sentences, addition errors 10.5% out of 8 sentences, misformation or misselection errors 72.4% out of 55 sentences, and misordering errors 3.9% out of 3 sentences. The responses of the participants indicate that Facebook is a way to improve sentence construction to write effectively in English. The concerns raised on the grammar and spelling errors provides an opportunity for the students to change the way of writing because of the features such as autocorrection and translation. Similarly, a participant points out that Facebook might be a way to encourage students' enthusiasm and fondness to learn the desired language. Another study by Retno and Sari in 2015 on the common errors of EFL students writing in Facebook found out that students had the greatest problem in verb tense, followed by the article, pronoun, preposition, capitalization, sentence, fragment, subject-verb agreement, word choice, verb singular or plural, word form, sentence structure, interjection, and subject and verb omission. The pros of Facebook to English language learners. As an educational tool, studies reveal that Facebook enriches the learning experience of the students by connecting and interacting in real-life time experience of learning and writing the English language. It is a platform where users can dialogue, exchange ideas, and find answers to questions and express ideas. Furthermore, Facebook in educational context may be designed to foster collaboration and discussion and a way to improve writing skills in using English language. The pros of Facebook according to the participants are the following. The participants' responses indicates that the pros of Facebook in learning and acquiring the English language in actual and real-time experience as an adaptation to technological and social change. Facebook, as being influential to students' learning, is a useful tool for enhancing language skills such as writing through Facebook posts. In writing, users may gain experience through composing various messages by conveying the use of the target language where they have the chance to express themselves. Thus, they have the opportunity to learn the English language in an authentic context. According to Dwikat in 2016, one of the technological changes in education brought by the advancement of innovating teaching and learning is using Facebook, not only for social networking, but also for teaching and acquiring and or learning English as a foreign or second language. Facebook and its features undoubtedly capture the interest of the learners as it is equipped with a number of features and applications that make it educationally attractive and appealing, such as bulletin boards, timeline, instant messaging, emailing, posting photos and videos, attaching files, downloadable applications, and the like. Meanwhile, aside from learning the English language, one of the best features of Facebook is the ability to share knowledge and information in just one click. The other responses of the participants put emphasis on Facebook as a source of information and an avenue for learning grammar and sentence construction. She, in 2013, concluded that language learning through Facebook is also a way to effectively improve the grammar skills or tense and structure of learners. Faryadi in 2017, in his study on the effectiveness of Facebook in English language learning, revealed that Facebook is a source of motivation for learning the English language. The cons of Facebook to English language learners. According to Stevenson, Liu 2010, Lamy and Zoru 2013, Zoru in 2012, there are still few empirical researchers which shows that social media is bound to effective language learning. Some of the researchers have claimed that the use of social media by university students is more harmful than beneficial. Celine in 2012 asserted that social media are not always used for the good cause for learning. He cites Selwyn in 2009, who found out that 95% of Facebook interactions involving UK students were not related to their academic concerns. Instead, the study proved that those students tend to use social media to deal with ordinary subjects. The ideas being conveyed in Facebook create several meanings for the readers. The comprehension of the readers on the things they can see varies from different point of views. The sentence structure and grammar has been the most problematic factors observed by researchers in the use of Facebook in terms of language learning. Since Facebook is a social platform, many experts such as linguists, educators, grammarians, and the like have access to the posts which are public or linked to the source of Facebook post, may it be a status or shared post. They may provide feedback for the improvement and correction of errors, which enhances the English language use. In the study conducted by Corral in 2017 on Facebook posts, Error Analysis and English Grammar and Usage, findings revealed that most errors were seen within the category of verb tense or form, followed by subject-verb agreement, and the use of prepositions on the second and third ranks consecutively. Other errors committed by the students next in rank were use of contraction, use of articles, pronoun agreement, use of singular, plural, and use of conjunctions. Conclusion. This study aimed to determine the Facebook pros and cons to the writing skills of English language learners. Facebook serves as a platform for students to post interesting information using the English language. Facebook also provides opportunity for the students to assess other writings and enhance their grammar, structure, content, and vocabulary. Facebook for the English language learners is a social platform where the language learners communicate with the world. It also brings out the positive attitudes such as motivation, self-confidence in learning the English language, and enable learners to express their feelings in English language. Based from the results, the effect of Facebook in the writing skills of the students helps them to improve sentence structure construction to write effectively in English. The features of Facebook can be a tool for encouraging students' enthusiasm and interest in learning the English language. Errors in sentence structure such as the use of punctuations and arrangement or order of the words transpired from the Facebook posts among the participants. The pros of Facebook to English language learners are learning and acquiring the English language in actual and real-time experience as an adaptation to technological and social change. It is a useful tool for enhancing language skills such as writing, and through Facebook posts, the ability to share knowledge and information, and an avenue for learning grammar and sentence construction are present. The cons of Facebook to English language learners are on the concerns of disclosing personal information online, problems in writing English sentence structure, and grammatical errors in sentences in relation with English language learning, and irrelevant information to their academic learning. The cons of using Facebook may vary depending on the context. In this case, students mention privacy concerns on disclosing personal information. This one is of the major reasons social media is not permitted in school because it is very challenging to keep eye on students and how they use Facebook. A student can post enough content which would be distracting and harmful to students. Studies reveal that educators are worried that although real-time online stream creates a safe platform for learners to express themselves and improve their writing skills, yet students are immersed to the disadvantages Facebook might create for students' learning. Recommendation. The results in this research reveal that it is essential to understand how Facebook affects the writing skills of the students in learning the English language. Since Facebook was effective in learning the English language and improving sentence structure, teachers should make effort to integrate Facebook in students' learning process to foster and strengthen students' writing skills. The researcher believes that Facebook as a learning resource, students need to develop their English writing skill, and the integration of Facebook with English learning can be an alternative approach to improve the quality of English language learners as well as the language learning. Thus, utilizing Facebook as a means of teaching English writing is useful to enhance students' English writing skill, and it is proposed for English educators to use Facebook in their teaching practice in order to strengthen English writing skill of students in secondary schools. And that would be all. These are my references. Thank you for listening.